Anyway, good morning. I'm not going to lie, I feel deflated, I do. You know, like I'm questioning myself and all and second guessing myself, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just annoyed with myself for allowing it, you know what I mean? But honestly, no girls ever treated me like that. Not even my exes. Not even when I lost my house did this happen, you know. My ex cheated on me and she was caught, you know. And Lisa basically chose her ex yesterday, so. Back home. You treat me like a cunt even though I fucking love you. Nah, give me strength because I'm going to need it. You know what I mean? I don't want to go back on my meds. You know, I never thought I'd allow myself to be treated like humiliated. Here's your decision, you or him. So, time to say goodbye. God of the day. Da, 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 da. Arrivederci. You know, I'm not joking and I'm not afraid to admit this, man. I'm fucking broken hearted, I am. I'm broken hearted.
You guys know this song, yeah?
Imagine your missus knows how bad your mental health is, yeah? But picks her ex over you. You know, talking to men behind me back, and I caught her yesterday. Like, why when I love someone so much, they hate me? You know, me mother raised me a certain way. Me father raised me not to take shit off nobody. Me granny taught me how to love. And in life, God puts you in people's life for certain reasons. And one thing I do know about breakups is you push me away. And you humiliated me yesterday. I told you, get him out of this house now or I'm going. What did you do? He's Lily's dad. I'm Thomas's dad. Hey, I've been Lily's dad for 3 fucking years. Where's he been the last 3 years? 3 times you've let him stay for 5 days, knowing that I'm not happy with it. But because you put me under pressure, oh well, and you treated me like that, you walked all over me. You call me a pedo, a narcissist, because I share fucking awareness about hunter groups. I'm a pedo. You know, like, so for anybody that thinks, listen, I'm not hard, I'm fucking broken. If I was a tough guy, I'd brush it off. I'm a lover, not a fighter. And yesterday in my own house, well, not my house. You know, if you live with your missus, that's your house, isn't it? You know what I mean? Now, as she said yesterday, it's my house. Is it? Well, you can keep your fucking house. You let him insult me and saying, oh yeah, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that. You can't allow that to happen because it's like a violation. You know, men, we have a cup and my cup is full. You know, like, if someone says to you, you're a narcissist, someone you love calls you a pedo because you shared awareness, not educated obviously, but one day in maybe 5 years she'll realise she chose her ex over me, and here, there's no forgiving that, you know. You know, because of me missus, I isolated myself from my family, you know. It's like, but now I just feel broken. It's all been for nothing. If I love somebody, I'm not going to call them that name because they share awareness, you know. Me and Lena share awareness about fucking predators every day. There's over 200 hunting groups out there. Shout out to Dank Dragon, London Overwatch, Predator Exposure, Justice for Kids, Saving Kids' Futures, and all the hunting teams I share because I have children, you know, and some of these bastards, we need to share the awareness so people can say, hang on a minute, I know him. We want our kids safe. you know, and Lena sent me loads of links and I shared them. If your missus called you a pedo, what'd you do? You know, like really hurtful names. You know, I'm supposed to be tough, right? I'm destroyed. I'm fucking destroyed. Morning, Richard. Me doctor's gonna throw a wobble when he knows I'm not on my mood stabiliser. He's gonna put me in for 28 days. You know, because I have to take that medication, but I've been off it. You know, I got my strength back when I met Lisa. And she crushed me yesterday. She chose her ex over me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were gonna fuck me. We were just dumb when we fell in love. Not knowing what. Fuck love. It's overrated. I know one thing, I don't talk to women behind me missus's back. Ex-missus. But she talks to men behind my back. I seen it on her phone yesterday. You know what I mean? I provide for her. Do you understand? And she treats me like that. And then invites her ex to stay a few times. That's okay, come up. I'm coming up to see me daughter. What, for 5 days? Really? You ask any man out there, would their missus let their ex-partner stay in their house? When your missus tells you, this is her house. This is the thing what I've learned about breakups. My ex-partner destroyed me. She cheated on me. I had 2 kids with her at the time, a dog. I ended up in hospital. And this time, it's even worse because I've had a little boy. You know, I've been there since my little man was brought into the world. You know, I was there. Your ex wasn't there, was he? When your dad died, who was there? Me. You take it out on me as you're grieving. You know, you've no idea the shit I have to grieve and deal with, but I get on with it because I'm a survivor. You know, and you've broken me. You know, threatening to fucking harm yourself and all. Knowing I've tried to end my life. You know, how can you be with someone that's threatening to hurt themselves all the time and blaming you for everything? You cook, you clean, you do everything to please them, and it's never enough. No woman's ever called me that name in my life. My ex put me through the mill, Dylan's mother, but she'd never call me that name. You know, cause I do me life, she complains. You know, it's too controlled for me. I'm glad you did that yesterday, cause you did that. You made it easy for me to go. You picked your ex over me. And you crossed the line. You know, I'm not a bad guy. You know, if I'm with somebody, I love them, I fucking cherish them. You know, but if we love them and they hate us, I'm 51. I'm not very healthy. Mentally, I'm broken. Again. Thanks for that, Richard. Like, if I love you, I love you. You know, if I give my heart to you, I give me all. It's like, and yesterday an argument started with me and Lisa. Our ex-partner's been staying there to see his daughter for 5 days every time he comes up, yeah? Me and Lisa are having an argument, yeah? Lisa goes in and starts banging the fucking presses. He interferes, telling me I'm out of order. I was like, you fucking what? Get the fuck out of my house. Lisa said it's her house. Oh, really? Is it like that? Okay, I'm going up to get my fucking clothes now. If he doesn't go, I'm going. And she picked him, and the argument started because I seen a message on her phone off another fella, kisses and all, and they were laughing and joking about me. I read the message, and because I confronted her, she turned it around like she always does and makes it about her. She must have enjoyed me and her ex fighting yesterday over her. Well, I'll tell you one thing, I'm definitely no pedo. I'm definitely not narcissist. I don't like control freaks, and I'm not property. I've got feelings. Yeah, I might have a reputation when I was younger that I didn't put on me. Me mates put that on me. But when I fell in love with me chick, I was like, I'm happy again. It's like because I was been in a 22-year relationship that ended really bad. I lost me dog, me job, me partner, and me son, and I got sectioned. It ended up becoming too much. When you deal with a lot of stuff over time, it's like you build up a tolerance, if that makes sense. It's like, and you hope that things are going to get better, but they progressively get worse. And if you give people an inch, they'll take a yard. Like at the end of the day, your missus is meant to stick up for you, no matter what. Okay? No matter what. And when you tell her, listen, he needs to go or I'm going to go, and then they choose the other, what you're supposed to do. Where you off, bro?
I'm gonna go see if I can get a mattress for my bedroom, then I can put the bed in there so you can start feeling.
Oh, bro, you're fucking dying.
I'm not even gonna.
Do you want me to come meet you?
No, I'm gonna go and ski.
Alright, bro. Thanks, Al. I'm gonna, me brother's going out to buy me a bed. Like me brothers are worried about me. I'm a bit worried about me. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I'd never harm myself, yesterday I was looking at that railway line thinking, triggering. I can hear her in my head calling me a pedo. Because I shared awareness. Making everything about her as usual. But your grief can kill people. My anxiety levels are at a high. I've never suffered with anxiety as bad as I have in the last 3-4 months. It's been torture. So it's like my brother said to me, bro, nobody's treating you like that. We'll be up in a minute. And he come up and big man shut his mouth real quick. Yeah, I know. But like I said, we're gonna move on. Well, Rich, the way I see it is I'm just hurt. And when we're hurt, we say things that we don't mean. Sometimes we do mean it, but like at the end of the day, I put all my trust in somebody. I love them. I did things. I did everything I could to please this individual. And the fact that she chose her ex over me yesterday destroyed me. It broke me heart. And the fact that when I was on her phone ringing somebody, a WhatsApp message come up on her phone, like, and then she told her ex, he's looking through me phone. She was saying things in order to get him to fucking pick up for her, and it worked, didn't it? You know, you thought you had the two of us there. Well, now you don't have me no more. I told you the next time I come home, I'm done. Pablo, if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Yesterday, Lisa has been letting her ex stay there for 4 or 5 days to see Lily. Right? In the last 3 years, in 3 months, he's probably come up to see her a few days, right? I've looked after her, watched over her like she was my daughter. Lisa's been texting people behind me back, mocking me, Pablo, yeah? She chose her ex over me yesterday, and a few weeks ago she called me a pedo. Bro, you've no idea, Pablo. You know, it's like, you know, Ricky Hatton died the weekend. It's like I was wounded about it, you know, and it's like I said, exactly. She called me a pedo because I share loads of awareness. You know, that's the truth. Yesterday, our ex, me and Lisa were having an argument and he interfered. I told him, you've no business interfering in my argument. This is my house as well. Get the fuck out of it. Do you know what she said? This is my house, is it? Get me clothes. You may as well fuck him now. You know what I mean? Pablo, you've no idea the shit that I've been going through. You know, Pablo, you remember the way I was the last time when I went into hospital, you know, threatening to harm myself and all, bro, and I can't deal with it. It's like it's psychological blackmail. You know, it's psychological warfare. You know, it's like when you love someone so much and they hate you so much. Yeah, I am. Alex is going out to get me a bed today. I'm back all right. Pablo, I'm a man at the end of the day. I love Lisa to death, but yesterday she proved she doesn't love me the same. I said, you see what's happening? And this prick, we were having a verbal argument, right? And Pablo, she threatened to ring the police for me and all over him. You know, at the end of the day, my mother didn't. Pablo, do you think I'm narcissist? You know, only for my son was in the house yesterday. Honestly, I can't say certain things because I'll get reported because that's what they're like. You know, she said that. Pablo, because of shared awareness, she called me a pedo a few weeks ago. I said, what you fucking say to me? She said, I didn't call you a pedo, I called you a pervert. Why? Because of shared awareness about dirty bastards. You know, what are you doing? What do you do all day? You know, sit in your arse. You know what I mean? I cook, I hoover, I clean, I do everything. It's not enough. But you know what? I've been here before. Hey, DJ, I've got 3 baby mothers, yeah? And it's not my first rodeo. But what I learned was, you know when my ex destroyed me, I ended up meeting somebody who took into consideration all the shit that's happened in my life. I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. I've lost me ma and me dad. And because Lisa lost her dad, she's taken it out on me. Do you understand? And it's just like, Pablo, I can't do it. I'll end up hurting myself. And no woman's worth that. And she knows this. You know, yesterday, she fucking she's letting her ex stay. Do you understand? Call me a pedo. Bro, I'm a fucking man at the end of the day. I'm a dad, I'm a fucking grandfather. You know, and I'm hurt, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking hurt. You know, but I'm supposed to be stone cold. You know, like, Jill doesn't have feelings. Fuck my feelings. It's all about her. You know, but when your missus, like I said, I feel betrayed. You know, I've never felt like this. Like, this is worse than what my other one did to me. You know, she didn't call me a pedo. Yes, she cheated on me. And I'm not saying Lisa cheated on me, but she's talking to people behind me back. I've seen it. It popped up on our WhatsApp. You know what I mean? And then when I confronted her, she said, oh, I was just having a bad day. So I was talking to, first there was a family member, now it's a family friend. Okay. Oh, so you're just talking to people behind me back, yeah? I seen it all. So I went out on the canal and I started talking to me ma. And I said, Ma, I've just seen something on me missus's phone. She called me a paedophile a few weeks ago because I shared awareness. She said I'm narcissist. She's always slighting me family. You know, anytime I'm just fucking sick of it. You know. It's like at the end of the day, I'd never treat anybody like that. You know, and Lisa's dad died. I told her dad, I'll take care of her. I'll look after her and Lily like she's me own. And that's what I did. And that's the thanks I get. That ungrateful cunt. Know this, yeah? I've been your daughter's daddy for 3 years. Where were you? I was there. Where were you? You know, it's like, and it hurts me because like that was my family, Pablo. You know, Lisa and the 2 kids and my world. And my world's been pulled out from underneath me, Pablo. You know the way Irish women are, bro. You did understand. You know. Hey, not even my ex-partner did this to me. Made me feel that size. Humiliate me yesterday. I said, if he doesn't go, I ain't going. So you choose. He's Lily's dad. I'm Thomas's dad. What about me? He's autistic. I'm psychotic. You know, is he on loads of meds? Is he? Do you understand? Like Pablo. And then she threatened to ring the police on me again. You know, I know, don't give a fuck, bro. You know, it's like at the end of the day, it's okay for women. It's okay for women to treat men like shit, but if men do it to women, what a cunt. You know, it's not right. Well, Pablo, we'll have a conversation this afternoon, but like I said, little Miss Innocent isn't so innocent after all. You know. I tell you what, my kids are super pissed off, you know, because they know what I went through. Thanks, Pablo. You know, here's the thing. I love her to death, and the fact that she's chose her ex over me, and he's not been in the picture. And now, after seeing her WhatsApp, do you know what she did, Pablo? Yeah, I was on the phone ringing to get a bud, right? And while I was on the phone to get a bud, not just for me, but for our ex too. Yeah, yeah. I'm on the phone ringing my man. Next of all, a WhatsApp message comes up and it just opens in our phone. It flashed up and opened, and I seen the conversation. She told me it was a family friend. Hey, Elena. No, she told me, I can't talk to me family now. So within a few minutes, it went from a family member that she was talking to a family friend. She called me a pedo a few weeks ago and then said, I didn't call you a pedo, I called you a pervert. Imagine that. All because I share awareness, because I'm a dad, I'm a grandfather, and I don't want nonsense living on my street. And if there's sex offenders in my area, I want everybody in the area to be aware of that. Because I share loads of awareness, she called me a paedophile. Do you understand? My ex cheated on me, okay? My brother caught her. Do you understand? My brother was walking through town and he seen my ex-partner with another man. He was going to kill him. And yesterday, that's what happened to me. You know, Lisa chose her ex over me. You know, she called me a pedo and all. You know, and I didn't tell me family because I wanted it to work, you know, because I love her, right? And yesterday she told me it's her house. Her ex is still there right now as we speak, yeah? Not even a text message. I'm sorry. You understand? Well, fuck you, sorry. Now, I'm going 2 places today. I'm either going to a police station or I'm going into hospital. Because I've been reported already. You know, people acting tough and talking about straps. The only strap you ever have is on your fucking computer. You know, this individual said, yeah, watch, I'm going to get straps. I was like, really? Pablo, you've no idea. You know, like in Ireland, hey, your ex wouldn't let your missus or ex-missus stay in your house for 4 days to see her daughter. Now, listen, it is what it is, Pablo. But he's just sitting in the kitchen yesterday while it was all going on, you understand? Lapping her up. Well, yeah, it's all right. You can have her. You know, you've been talking and playing happy families, so you can carry on being happy families. See, will he cook for you? No, he should have left, but he didn't, Pablo. That was the right thing to do, you know. And here, like I said, at the end of the day, Pablo, I didn't do nothing. Because I seen a message on her phone, another man chatting to her. She told me it was a family member, right? And then it went to a family friend, you understand? You know what I mean? I've let things slide, you know, and she's walked all over me. Destroyed me heart. You know, like, of course I'm angry, you know, but see me, no matter how angry I'd ever be, I wouldn't ring the police on somebody. You know, don't act like a bad man. And then when the shit hits the fan, you go to ring the police. Ringing daddy. Daddy, we're ringing the police, are you? Very tough, aren't you? Talking about straps and then ringing the police. I've never felt so betrayed in my life. And I just want you to know. Lisa won't be in here anymore because she chose her ex over me. You know, and he was sitting there loving it. You know what I mean? Stood behind her. You know, giving her all of that in my house. I told her, leave the house. Take the baby with you. And leave me and him in here. See you. Me and you's going to have a conversation. But she kept getting in his way and taking up for him. Obviously, I see messages. She's been chatting to people behind me back and embarrassing me, slagging me off. You know what I mean? It's like, and I did everything. I cook for her, I clean, I do everything. You know. And like I said in time, I'm angry because I'm heartbroken. Me ex chose our ex-partner yesterday basically over me. I gave her the option. I said either he goes or I go. It's causing problems. Look, he's Lily's dad. I'm Thomas's dad. Right, so you're gonna choose him over me. Him over me. Like, I'm not joking, like, and I'm not ashamed to say this, like, I'm fucking heartbroken, you know. Like, normally I see me son and what, and it's like, I really thought I'd met the love of my life. I really did. I really did, man. I swear down, I thought I was that close, you know. Like to being happy again, you know. It's like, and Lisa knows my ex-partner cheated on me. And I lost everything, my job, my life, my hobby, my partner, my sanity. I ended up in hospital, you know. And now my family know everything, you know. Bro, if you love her so much, why would she humiliate you like that? Why would she fucking degrade you like that? You know, take her exercise over you after you being there raising his child when he was nowhere to be seen. And now all of a sudden, she's taking his side. And because I confronted her about the messages on her phone, talking to men behind me back, I'm not saying she slept with anybody, but she's chatting to men behind me back. I've seen the message, and she always has an excuse. Or I was in a bad mood this morning. What? So you're chatting to fucking people, putting kisses on your texts, changing your pictures all the time. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm a lover, I'm not a fighter, I'm not a tough guy, you know. It's like, but I have got a heart, and it's fucking smashed to bits. Look where I am. You know, I'm not joking you. Yesterday, I could have relapsed yesterday. You know, I'm not joking you. I'm in my mother's grave. I was thinking of going out and buying cocaine, you know, and smoking it. That's what I was thinking. This is what it's done to me, you know. But I won't be down there. No fucking way, mate. It's like, at the end of the day, I love, when I love people, I love them, you know. But the fact yesterday and the last few months, Pablo, remember I've been saying to you, I want to have a chat with you. You know, at the end of the day, I love Lisa with all my heart, and she proved yesterday she doesn't love me anymore. Because if she loved me, she'd have told him to get the fuck out of here. You know, Pablo, if that was an Irish woman, she'd be like, yeah, get out of here, you. You understand? She'd understand. She never, you know what, Pablo, see my mental health issues. I've had to deal with them on my own. You know what I mean? She blames me because she can't grieve because of her dad's death. That's what she said. I can't even grieve. Well, what do you want me to do about it? You know, I'm grieving my ma and my dad, me granny, me brothers, me sister, me mates. Do you understand? Don't talk to me about trauma. I lit a fire in me house at 4 that killed me little brother and sister. I've been damaged more than Andrew as a kid, and she knows this. And I let my guard down, and I let her in. She's the only woman I've ever give the password to me phone. And what does she do? She's talking to people behind me back, complaining about me lives. Oh, I thought I was only going to be half an hour. You know, all this shit, like trying to control me. So fuck this. I don't deserve to be treated that way. You know what I mean? I'm not a bad guy, you know, but yesterday she treated me like I was her enemy. You know, I'm trying to fight for my relationship, and she's inviting her ex to stay. You know what I mean? Like, Pablo, you've no idea the way she's treated me and humiliated me and degraded me as a man. You know, my family yesterday went mental at me. Why did you allow that to happen? Why did you let him stay there? It's not my house, but it is, bro. You live there with Lisa, yeah, but she keeps saying it's her house. So you can keep your fucking house. You know, like I said, I'm not nobody's number two, and I'm not second best to anybody. And yesterday, you made me second best, you know, and you knew what you were doing. You fucking knew he'd take up for you because you start throwing a wobbler, having two men in the same house fighting because of you. I learned something about Lisa the last 3 months. I've learned more about her in the last 3 months than I have in the last 3 years. She's been chatting to people behind me back. Never mind that. She called me a pedo a few weeks ago, and that's wrong. You know, because I shared awareness all the time. You know what I mean? And I kept it to myself. I couldn't tell anybody. You know what I mean? It's like I tried, like, you know, I even, like, you know, I hid things from my family because I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm not a tough guy, a hard man or anything like that. You know, I'm a dad. I'm a granddad. I want the same as you. I want to be loved. And if I love somebody, I fucking love them for keeps. But yesterday broke my heart because even though my exes have put me through the mill, some of them, they'd never call me that name because they know I'm a good dad. You know, I love being a father, and he took that away from me. I said, you're wrecking my relationship, get out. She should have told him to go. She kept taking a side. Do you understand? Imagine how that'd make you feel. I said, I'm getting me clothes. I brought them down black bags, got me laptop, everything. Not once did she defend me. She was defending him. You know, I've been trying to sort our garden out. You know, like I said, it's her house. You know. But my brother's gone out to get me a bed. Well, Finn, all you can say is, brother, I'm fucking devastated. I'm a man at the end of the day, and 'cause I come from a certain area and 'cause I allegedly shot a couple of people when I was young, people put a reputation on me. I was a fucking junkie at the time. I was a drug addict, and drugs give you confidence, but I had a job and I was my own boss. I didn't have a wingman because I already tried that and my mates fucked me. So I decided to leave me area, leave me mates behind and come to England. Well, me hand was forced because one of my mates fucked up a bill. But like I said, at the end of the day, I just don't understand why somebody who I thought was the love of my life do things to degrade me. Like, I've no issue with anybody coming to see that kid at the weekend, but staying from Monday to Friday, do you understand? The cheeky bastard said, yeah, you invited me up. No, me missus put pressure on me, because I wanted to do something for my family. You know what I mean? I was fighting for me, Lisa, and Thomas and Lily. I was fighting to salvage my relationship, and then she's letting him stay for 5 days. It's happened 3 times now in the last 3 months, and I agreed to it. You know what I mean? And then the cheeky prick got involved in their argument yesterday. Finn, he was like, yeah, look at you. I was like, see you little prick, I'll smash you to bits. But me temper, Finn, I was at the same messages on Lisa's phone or chatting to other men, basically making a fucking mockery out of me. I don't chat to no women, bro. She changes her profile picture more times than her knickers. Do you understand? It's like, so if you want to play that way, I'm supposed to be someone you love, but you chose your ex over me yesterday. I told you. I said, are you going to let him? Are you really going to let me walk out of here? Yesterday I could have been done for murder. And the fact that I'm not, it's like, but there's people out there that want to do damage to me. You understand? When I help them, you understand? Cheeky fucking bastard, mate. Like I said, my brothers, I found a message saying on me missus's phone yesterday. She's chatting to other men and she's allowed her ex to stay in her house for 5 days at a time, and call me a paedophile. So, yeah, that's what's happening. I'm a man, but she turned it around on me. Start saying, it's me mum and dad's wedding anniversary. I was a bit angry at you this morning. What? So you're chatting some fella and sending him kisses and all. And I seen it. I caught you, you cunt. I nailed you. I had your phone in my hand, and what happened? A message popped up on your WhatsApp. And you were slagging me off, weren't you? Chatting to other men, not just one man. Eddie, all your family. Hey, Eddie, I seen your phone. I never go through your phone, ever. And yesterday, you said in front of your ex, he's going through me phone, blah, blah, blah. No, I wasn't. I was on the phone because your ex asked me to ring, didn't he? Didn't he? Your ex asked me to ring my fella. Yes or no, he did, didn't he? And while I was on the phone ringing, a WhatsApp message popped up, loads of kisses on it. She said it was our family member, right? And then about 5 minutes later, she said, it's a family friend. Which is it? Do I look like a cunt, do I? Have I got mug wrote across my head? You wouldn't treat an animal like that. I break my back for my family. Well, like I said, relationships, you can't have exes interfering, and you can't invite your ex to stay. And she said it's her house all the time. It's her house. So I'm back at my house. Yeah, my house. The pressure that I've been under the last few months is of no fucking idea. trying to look after two fucking, you know, it's not easy. You know, but I said, you know what, fuck it. You know, I'm 51. I want to settle down with someone who I trust, who I love, who I'd kill for. And that person that I'd kill for is a lying bastard and dangerous with her words. She called me a paedophile a few weeks ago. You know what? See, I told my daughter, I'm not going to say anything, but imagine somebody calling you that. Finn, you know what I'm like, bro. I'm soft. You know, I'm not a tough guy, bro. Me fucking heart's broke, bro. I didn't ask for this. You know, I woke up this morning and my son's not here. You know, and I told him yesterday, you're taking me away from my son. I hope you're happy about this. Take your shoes off. Yeah, you may as well. You know, I'm hurt. You know, like the fact that, like, Irish women, I'll tell you something now. I'm a man, yeah? If I asked, could my ex-baby mother stay for a night, there'd be murder. Do you understand? There's no give and take. And Lisa, until she gets her own way, she'll keep poking and poking and poking and poking and poking. Well, here, you burst the balloon yesterday, and listen, you've deflated me. You know, you've taken me away from my son. You know, I seen messages on your phone yesterday. I confronted you, and you started a row in the house. Now, and he take your side and turn it around on me like you always do. You blame me for everything. It's my fault that you've lost your dad. Here, I've lost my dad too. And me ma, and me granny, and me brother and sister, and mates. You know, I'm just angry and hurt. You know, I feel deflated. I'm not gonna fucking lie. It's like, you know, when you tell somebody you love them, you know, and you're riding, you know, never colliding or dividing, but we have to be deciding. My face will never be hiding. It's like, and I can't help it. You know, if I love somebody, I'm loyal to them. If I love somebody, I won't chat to girls behind their back, right? And put loads of kisses on texts. Do you understand? She's been talking to people behind me back, whether she wants to admit that or not, but she won't. But she'll realise in 3 years, I probably won't be here, but she'll realise what she did. You know, my family knows. You know, is all I'm going to say. You know, you don't treat people like that. I'm not a bad guy. I have a fucking heart. And my heart is broken. You know, I'm fucking devastated. I feel deflated. You know, like, I got that close. You know, I was trying to put things together. You know, trying to do a little bit of the garden, even though my back's fucked. You know, it's like the love of my life basically, like, just hit me with a tornado yesterday. And I noticed something, and my family have noticed it. Jude, you're not the same when you're up there. It's too controlled. You're even rushing your lives. Of 15 minutes left, of 20 minutes left. Why do you think I keep saying that? Because I'm pressured by somebody. Or I thought you were only going to do half of it. You know, all this bullshit. Control, I can't deal with it. You know, to the point where I'm going to end up back in hospital. You know what I mean? So I hope both you are happy. And I'm so fucking happy because I know you're watching me now. Yeah, I'm not a dummy. You know what I mean? The parents are watching me. And it wouldn't surprise me if you reported me like your cousin did. You know, I loved you with all my fucking heart and I would have died for you. But I'm not enough, am I? But know this, I'll be good enough for somebody. I don't want anybody, but what happens is when your ex fucks you out and you know that you chose your ex-partner over you, letting them stay there for 5 days. Know this, yeah? You're going to allow other people to come into my life. So because you're fucking chatting to men behind my back, because you call me a paedophile, and because basically you've moved that cunt in, you made your choice. You broke me yesterday. You humiliated me. I've never felt so fucking, you know, like if I'd expect if I did that, you know, I'd seen a message on her phone off another man and several other messages off other men. Okay, she's talking to people behind me back. A few weeks ago, she called me a pedo, and yesterday, we had a massive argument, and her fucking ex shouldn't even be there, interfering in my relationship. I told her, I said, if he doesn't go, I'm going. Do you know what she's doing? It's my house. Is it? Okay. Keep your house. You know, keep it. You've destroyed me. And when you destroy people, it's like I need a shoulder to cry on, or I'll end up in hospital. You know, it's like, so what I do now is, it's like when you break up with somebody, you end up meeting new people. And I never cheated on anybody. Many years ago, when my ex-partner cheated on me, I cheated on her back to hurt her. You know, it's like, but not even her it ever called me a pedo, because she knows I'm a good father. I'm a very good fucking father. But when you have your ex, or you have someone saying you're bullying your son, and, you know, saying horrible things, like, because it's like I said, at the end of the day, when my dad died, you know, it destroyed me. You know, it fucking ruined me, but I didn't take it out on everybody else. You know, like, I didn't take it out on everybody else, you know. It's like, because, you know, it's not all about me. And it's like, I'll be honest with you, I've never felt this bad. You know, it's like, I feel, like I said, he was sitting in my kitchen yesterday. The fact that I allowed it, you know, and the both of them took the piss yesterday, you know what I mean? And the fact that I caught her chatting to other people and confronted her with it, she turned it around on me. I said, you're chatting to fucking men behind my back. I just seen all the messages. She turned it around on herself again. She always does it. But, no point. Well, like I said, look, it is what it is. I didn't ask for this, you know what I mean? Like, up until yesterday, even though I knew me missus was like, you know what I mean? She's been chatting to other people. You know, I told me family, so me family told me, bro, listen to me. It's not as if you can't get another chick. You know, I'm not looking for a chick. I had one who I loved with all my heart, but obviously they don't love me the same. And she proved yesterday, you know. And like I said, it's like I tried my best, like, but you imagine, yeah. And you know the thing as well, on the message, yeah, whoever she was talking about, she was telling them that our ex was here and I'm here, and the person was saying, oh, how is that going? Do you understand? Proper humiliated me, like destroyed me. So I went up and got me clothes. Do you understand? So basically, I don't give a fuck. If you're in a relationship and you're chatting to girls and sending them loads of kisses on your messages, that's just as good as cheating, okay? And you're not going to do that to me. You already did it yesterday. You know what I mean? I could have harmed myself yesterday. You know, but she doesn't give a flying fuck about my feelings. You know what I mean? She cares more about her ex, you know. And up until a few months ago, you know, I've been raising Lily, you know, and I love Lily. She's like my daughter, even though she's not my biological daughter. Who's been there every day for the last 3 years? Raising your daughter, you know, and you have, listen, you're still a kid older than you. Do you understand? It's like, the way I see it is, if you love somebody and they're chatting to people behind your back and being okay with letting their ex stay, knowing that your relationship is in trouble. Our relationship was in trouble and I was fighting for it. I was fighting for us. And she brought him into the house. You know, or can he stay for a few days just to see his daughter? You know what I mean? Now, I don't know about yous, but would you allow that to happen? Your ex to let her ex stay in the house? Am I being unreasonable here? Am I narcissist? You know, because she's got in me head, making me think that I'm fucking narcissist and shit. But narcissists don't love or care about people. You know, and it's like, that's what you get for loving somebody. You know, and I know Lisa's watching me now, and I know you're watching me too, Dylan. But you'd no business interfering in her row. You know, acting all bad, but you were on the phone to your dad, weren't you? And what was he going to do? Ring the police on me? Hey, what is it about that family? They're always reporting people. They like ringing the police. Where I'm from, you ring the police on somebody. Good morning, Raymond. I hope you're feeling a bit better than yesterday, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking, bro. I'm broken hearted, and like I said, I'm trying to think about it in me head. It's like narcissists don't care about other people. You know, they just care about themselves. It's like, and yesterday, the love of my life destroyed me. She chose her ex over me. You know, she's chatting to men behind me back, and I caught her yesterday. I nailed her. And because of that, she turned it around. Now, if you caught your missus chatting to men, putting kisses on texts, or letting her exes stay for 5 days, calling you a pedo, saying you're a narcissist, you know, like I said, I give me heart away, and Lisa knew it. I let me heart down and me guard, and she chose her ex over me. You know, my brothers were like, when they come, "Are you serious? That's him?" You know. But like I said, you have to be very careful now, because people act tough, talking about getting guns and all, but when the shit hits the fan, they're on the fucking phone to the police. Imagine that. Yeah, you're real tough, but you're ringing the police on me. That's 4 things. Like I said, I could tell you things that, listen, I'm not perfect. You know, I can be a cunt sometimes, and because of me mental health, I can take it out on people, but I do apologise. You know, whereas Lisa never apologises for nothing. You know, she wants everything her way or not. Well, now you have everything your way. I've made a decision. I'm not going to be treated like that. I deserve to be treated better than that. And there's people out there that'll treat me. Nobody. When I first met Lisa, no girl's ever made me feel the way she did. You know, and yesterday, like I said, she's been taking the piss out of me for the last fucking year. You know, it's like, because I'm on antipsychotics on that night, because I take 7 or 8, wait till you hear this, I'm even a bad dad, because I don't wake up in the middle of the night, because I'm on loads of antipsychotics and antidepressants. I'm a bad dad, because I don't wake up in the middle of the night. You knew I was on meds before you met me. You met me on social fucking media. You know, but I'm destroyed, I am. You know, I'm back to square one, and it's like, you have to understand. If you are fucked over like that, if your ex let her ex stay for 5 days when you've been raising his little girl for 3 years. I've been raising this little girl for 3 years and she called me a pedo. That's the thanks you get. You know. Ray, listen to me, bro. I feel like jumping over the fucking fence, yeah, and getting hit by a train, but you know something, bro, I'm not gonna do it, because I have kids that depend on me. You know, but at the end of the day, bro, my heart is fucking destroyed. You know, destroyed. Like, I woke up this morning and I was like, one sec. I woke up this morning and I was like, where's my son? You know what I mean? It's really affected me, because I've been there for Thomas since he's a baby. You know, and the fact that somebody who said he loved me is chatting to men behind me back and thinking it's all right. You know, now I'm sure there's a woman or two out there that like me, and I'm not looking for a woman. You know, but like I said, I'm back home, you know, up there. Like I said, I can't do it. You know, it is what it is. You know, I never asked for this. You know, I thought I was a good person. My fucking phones fell. Sorry, my phones fell over. You know, like, I question myself and all, like, am I a bad guy? You know, that's what I keep thinking, like, I'm a bad person, you know what I mean? Like, you know, but I know I'm not. I know I'm not a bad guy. You know what I mean? I'm questioning myself and all. Like, I'm saying to myself, like, am I worth it? Am I, you know, like, why do I love you so much and you hate me so bad? Do you hear that? Yeah, you know what that is? That's the 11:45 train. Like I said, like, I've not had suicidal thoughts for years. And yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking of fucking ending my life. You know, like, now it was only a thought, but the fact that it's crept into my mind, you know, that woman has broke me. Since her dad died, I tried to be a rock. But at the end of the day, my dad is dead, and me dad's dead. It's my fault that she can't go and deal with her. Listen, I've lost me mom, me dad. I lit a fire that fire that killed me brother and sister. Do you understand? Yeah, right? Like, the way I was raised, you know, you don't interfere in someone's relationship, especially if they're good enough to let you stay. Do you understand? You know, I'm just so fucking devastated. You know, I'm stood here, right? Now, see over there? That's where I used to live with my ex. Right there. Right over there. I lived in that house for 7 years. My son grew up on this street. You know, his mate, TJ, over there. His other mate, behind me. He grew up on this street, on this housing estate. A very rough housing estate. But he went to university and did something. Like, I've started to guess myself. It's like I said yesterday, you know, the fact. Okay, Finn, I'm going to ask you a question. You're on Jade's phone and you see a message pop up on WhatsApp from a fella with loads of kisses. What did you do? What did you do, Finn? She's talking to people behind me back, bro. Our ex is up there now. You know, she should have telling him to go. He's still there now. You know what I mean? If she truly loved me, he would be gone. You know what I mean? So, like I said, she chose someone else over me. You know, and like I said, when you break up with people, I'm going out this weekend. I've not been out for ages, you know, because I was too controlled. You know, I had to do something in return in order to get out of the fucking house. You know, it's too controlled for me. You know, at the end of the day, I thought I was a good person. Like, you know, I really did. You know, I thought I was doing the right thing. You know, I have a temper, you know, fuck's sake, I die for my family. You know, and yesterday I didn't act accordingly. You know, I could have killed someone yesterday. And I'd have getting into trouble. And even if I didn't kill them, they would have reported me. You know, you get people who talk about, like yesterday, if you're in my house and you're interfering in my business, fucking right, I'm going to threaten you. I'm going to tell you how unhappy I am with you being there. And you know all this. The two of you are as bad as each other. You know, you were going to ring the police on me. Do you understand? The pair of yous, teamwork. You've been yakking like happy families behind my back. Do I have cunt out on my head? I caught you yesterday basically cheating on me. Talking to strangers about our relationship and making a joke out of it. You know, you cheating on me. I know you've not slept with anybody, but you're still talking to people. And you moved your ex in, basically, and you wouldn't tell him to go yesterday. Me and you were together. I asked you yesterday, get him gone or I'm gone. After all the fucking insults he threw at me, he's lucky I didn't give him a fucking right hook. You know, I did that because my son was in the house. You know. And then and then she goes, you don't love me. You bet your bollocks I don't. Not anymore. Nah, not after that. No fucking way. It's like, you know, I've been cheated on before and I've ended up in hostels. I've ended up on railway lines. I've had belts around my neck. And see you. Thank you. Heartbreak, like I said, you know, when I love somebody, you know, it's like I was in a relationship for 22 years that ended bad. And my ex cheated on me, and I had a ripple effect on me. You know, to the point where I lost everything. It broke me. You know, it fucking broke me. And I told Lisa everything. You know what I mean? I let her in, and she used me weaknesses against me. Imagine calling your partner a paedophile. You know, because I shared awareness I'm a pedo. You know. But like I said, you know, I don't know, when I love somebody, you know, and it's like, it's not as if, like, if I hadn't got a son, it's like I wouldn't be so bothered, you know, but the fact that my son's up in that house now and there's another man up there, you know, that's fucking out of order, that. Like, Lisa chose him yesterday without realising it, because if she loved me, she'd say, listen, you're going to have to go, because look what's happened to me relationship, but she didn't even do that, you know, and me knowing that he's up there, you know, and it'll carry on. So it's like, you made your decision, but know this, the last time I was broken and I fixed myself, I met you, didn't I? I come off me live, me, I did everything for you. Do you understand? Everything in my power to do, you know, and being treated like that, at the end of the day, I'm a fucking man, yeah, but me feelings are hurt, I'm devastated, my heart's broke. Scooter, is this for me, brother? Scooter? No. Okay, no problem. Like, the way I see it is, like, I'm a man at the end of the day, and I'm not tough, because if I was a hard man, you know, shit like this wouldn't bother me, but it does bother me. You know, I thought I was enough, you know. Like, I even sacrificed my YouTube to please Lisa, you know. It's like, but she criticises me. I've been doing YouTube way before I met you, and I'll carry on doing it. But I've never been so humiliated and embarrassed and degraded as I was yesterday as a human being in my entire life. I've never felt so violated, you know. And I am hurt. And when you're hurt, you say things, you know. But like I said, I lost the love of my life yesterday. What do you want me to do? You know, I lost the love of my life. You can't undo things or unsay things, like, you know what I mean? It's like the fact, if that was me, yeah, I'd never pick any other girl over Lisa, you know, and I definitely wouldn't let them stay for 5 days and take advantage of my goodness. Taking advantage of my fucking, because I said, you know what, fuck it. I know he doesn't see his daughter much, let him stay, and I agreed to it. And then yesterday on her phone, I found she's been talking to other people, you know, and then she said in front of her ex that I was going through her phone. I wasn't. She handed me her phone to make a phone call, and while I was on the phone, it popped up on her WhatsApp. You know, she was talking to people behind me fucking back, putting kisses in texts and all. That's destroyed me. You know, she's the only girl I've ever give the password to me phone. You know, it's like, and when you start changing your picture every 2 fucking minutes, do you understand? Obviously, you're looking for attention. And I found the evidence yesterday, and then I got accused of going through her phone. Like, she's a dangerous liar, and I thought she loved me, you know, but obviously she loves him more because he's still there. Guys, give me a second. You guys, you're gonna have to wait a minute, but like I said, I'm a man at the end of the day, and I'm hurt. You know, I've never been so humiliated or degraded in my life. And I've been hurt before, but not like this. This is like total betrayal. You know, the woman I love, our ex is still up there now. Hey, that tells you, doesn't it? Like, if that was me, I'd be thinking, you know what? I need to get rid of him because it's causing problems in our relationship. I told him to go. I said, if you don't go, I'm going. You know, and she chose him over me. She never says sorry. You know, no matter how much effort I make, it'll never be enough. And I'll never give anybody that much control again. So thank you for damaging me. But know this, you are responsible for new people to come into my life. You know, I've been nothing but loyal to you. You know, people send me a message on Instagram, I block them because I love you. You don't deserve that word from me for what you've done to me, degraded me. I bet you like you really got a kick out of that 2 men fighting over you. You know, like I'm riding. If I love you, I'll die for you. I'll go out my way to try do things, you know, like little things, like even say, here, bro, you know, I know you do a good job with the kids all week. You go bingo the weekend and I'll stay in, you know, get you out for a few hours, you know. Then I don't get nagged at when I'm doing my YouTube. So I have to do something in order so I can just do a life. You know, you don't own me. You had me there. You had me there. Right? You had me there. You didn't have to do that. You had me there. You know, I loved you with all my heart. I've probably not loved anybody like this ever. I took a chance and I gambled. And it's ruined me. And the fact that she never apologises for anything, I can't be with someone like that. You know, if she found a woman's message on my phone, it'd be a different story, do you understand? Everyone on Facebook would know. You know, she'd tell the world. You know, in fact, I should tell the fucking world what I've gone through. You know, and at the end of the day, if I love you and you treat me like that, you know, I give you everything. I give you me heart. I give you me soul. I give you me time and me love. And you've used that. Why didn't you just say, look it, go. We've been having a rocky patch and I've been trying to fight for us. You know, I've been trying to fight for me, you and them kids. I've been fighting to make a better life for us, haven't I? What did I do? What did I start doing? You know, you had me there. Right there. And I know you're watching now, Lise. You had me there. But you chose your ex over me yesterday. Yeah, and he's still up in that house now. it's like now where I'm from in Ireland here, even though my ex put me through the mill and I tried that in my life twice because of what happened in my relationship many years ago, and Lisa knows this. And yesterday I found messages on her phone, and she always tries to downplay it. Do you understand? Did you see messages on your fucking phone? I don't care if it's your mum and dad's anniversary. I don't care if it's my mum and dad's anniversary. It doesn't matter. What? So I allow that just because it's your mum and dad's anniversary? You know, talking to fucking strangers behind me back, loads of kisses. I seen it with my own eyes at the end of the day, right? And then she said that I'm going through her phone. She handed me her phone to ring someone, right? And it popped up on the screen while I was on the phone, do you understand? Another man. She was fucking degrading me and having a laugh at my expense, saying I moan all the time. Do you understand? Talking about our relationship, never mind having her ex there on her phone as well. And she can't see what she's done wrong. Do you understand? She can't see she's done wrong. You know, like, if you're a man, would your missus let your ex stay for 5 days, regardless whether she wants to see her child or not? And then when you tell her, this individual is causing problems in our relationship and I'm fighting for us. I'm fucking fighting for us. It's like, it's time. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, what's the second name?
If you've got a dry scalp, I have the answer. No, 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 no. We need a dry scalp revolution, and that is Head and Shoulders Derma X Pro with ceramide complex to lock in moisture, giving you flake-free and moisturized scalp for up to 72 hours. Moisturize like a pro. You will love it. This one's mine. Get your own. We're on. Your nearest Uber driver is 6 minutes away.
Shout out to Pablo. Guys, look, I'm sorry. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Before you go, take me high. We can't hold back the sunrise. Stay right here with me tonight. With me tonight. Yeah, yeah. What is the love you need?
Right. Fuck it.
Who's right here all alone?
I am free.
What you see is right here all alone.
Mia, listen. Imagine your partner calling you a paedophile, okay? And then saying to your bare face you didn't do it. Imagine your ex-partner spraying you with fucking window-lean or chemical and then saying she was spraying it at a fly. Do you understand? Or seeing her phone with messages from other men and she tried to play it down. Hang on a minute, whoa, what the fuck? I went fishing. I was out on the canal talking to me mother. I said, Ma, I've just found messages on me chick's phone, what'll I do? You know, my mother spoke to me, she said, today's the day you're going to get out of here. You know, I went home, she said more to her ex than she did to me. You know, and he's still up there now. So, at the end of the day, I'm not going to apologise for being angry or hurt. You know, he's still there. You know what I mean? If she loved me, Finn, he'd be gone. I've been there for 3 years. We've been together 3 years. I've not been there for 3 years, but we've been together 3 years. Do you understand? It's like, she chose him over me yesterday, and all I fucking do, you know, she even has me password to me phone. Of 3 baby mothers on me mother's grave, no woman's ever had the password to me phone. You know why? Because there's always fannying about chatting to girls. But see with Lisa, not one person. I even blocked girls because of her. Because they were talking to me. She didn't like it. You know, but it's okay for her to let her ex stay for 5 days. Have a massive fight yesterday. Tell me she was going to ring the police on me. Do you understand? And it's like him saying he was getting straps and all this in my fucking house. And then she said, it's not my house. It's just like one thing after another. She called me a pedo. Yesterday I found shit on her phone talking to other fucking men. Okay, so my heart's fucking broke. Yes. How would you feel? You know, the person you love that you want to spend your life with. Because she doesn't drink or smoke, you know. I thought I'd won the lottery. I was like, I got that close. You know, but the fact that she chose her ex over me, it's killing me. Fuck's sake. Whoops, out of that. 1 second. Now look, at the end of the day, you know, when you love somebody, it's like, and they don't love you back. When you love somebody and you find messages on their phone, she knows what I went through and did that to me. And the person who I fell out with yesterday is still there. Our ex is still up in that house now as we speak. What does that say? You destroyed that. You know what? See, because of you now, I'm not going to be able to trust fucking women again. And it's not right, because everybody's different. You know, but you've damaged me. I don't even recognise the person in the mirror anymore. I changed so much for you, because I loved you. And you're chatting to people behind me back. And you have your ex coming now and making a habit of it. Not on me. No fucking way. Nah, listen, everybody's welcome in here, said, you know, it's like, I chat to a lot of women that come in and out of here, but as friends, you know, I'd never disrespect me Mrs. Ex-Missus like that, you know. Lena will tell you, you know, and the fact that any girl comes in my life and starts chatting me up, Lena will tell you, one of the boys will shut it down. Here, Jude's with Lisa. Jude's a loyal guy. Jude's a fucking dummy. And I wouldn't lie. Me brother's gone to get me a bed. You know, like imagine finding that yesterday. Imagine using your missus's phone and a message pops up while you're on the phone from another man. Kisses and all. And here, it looked like she was chatting to a few people too. And that's the facts. And then I had a big row with her ex and she didn't tell him to go. I said, if he doesn't go now, I'm going, right? And you know what? She didn't pick up for me once. And I would die for you. I'd stand in front of an army for you. I would have. You know, you had me there. And I let you. But then you had to go and take the piss. And I caught you, rapper, and you tried to fucking deflect. You tried to fucking normalise it. You know. Women, like I said, there's loads of good women out there. I'm not saying Lisa isn't a good woman, she is. But the fact that I found messages on her phone while I was on the phone to somebody, and then she accused me of going through her phone. You know, she was right beside me. I asked her could I use her phone. She handed it to me. And while I'm on the phone to my man, a message popped up and I read it. And she was fucking degrading me to this person. You know, fucking calling me names to this fucking person, yeah? And leaving fucking kisses on the messages. And then when I confronted her about it, she tried to normalise it. You know, and play it down. Hang on a minute. Whoa. You know, and he's still there. If she really loved me, you know, she doesn't fight for me. I fight for her all the time. You know, but here, she didn't fight back for me, so she tells me. You don't love me, but here, there's plenty out there that will. You know, where I won't have to ask permission for a piss. You know, like I'm not an angel, and I'm not easy to live with, and I know that. You know, I'm part of the problem too. It's like, if I'm talking to other girls behind Lisa's back, I'd tell her, I'd say, listen here, I don't want to be with you. But yesterday I found messages on her phone. We were already after having a big argument. Our ex is up there as we speak now, and she's letting him stay there. You know, making a mockery. I see messages on her phone, and then our ex start interfering. Do you understand? It's like, you shouldn't even be here. Do you know, she said, it's my house. You know what I mean? Degraded me. I've never felt that humiliated, degraded in my life, and I can swear it on all my kids' lives. Imagine your missus calling you a pedo. Imagine your missus because you share awareness. You understand? And then she tells back, she's an awful liar too. You know, but she played mind games yesterday. She went in the kitchen and started banging her head. You know, saying she's going on the canal, and if she does that, it's my fault. Do you understand? No, mate, I can't have that. She sucked the life out of me, and that's on me ma's soul. You know, you sucked the life out of me, and I'm over it. Well, I'll never get over it. I will eventually one day. But from here on out, my daddy taught me how to be a champion. I've been here before. You know, but to be treated like that by someone that says they love you, that's not love. That's betrayal. If I'm talking to girls behind Lisa's back, that's as good as cheating. You know, and then she tried to play it down like it was nothing. You know, Pablo, the shit that she's put me through the last fucking year, you know, and I've kept it to myself. I didn't even tell my family, and what I didn't realise was she's chatting to fucking loads of people. You know, I chat to people on here, bro, and if people text me on Instagram, I'll reply. You know, if a girl sends me a message with a kiss on it, I'll block them because I'm with someone. I was with someone, and they destroyed me. You know, I thought I was a good person, you know.
If your friend asks you a question and the answer's on your phone, shouldn't your phone just answer? Google Pixel 10.
Everything is about family with me. Pablo, there's no talking through. Do you understand? No, Pablo, you had no idea, bro. You see, he made me very strong. He taught me how to be a man. He taught me how to fight, how to defend myself. She taught me how to love. And because of what my ma's taught me, I thought when I met Lisa, I found happiness again. I really loved this girl. I want to introduce her to my family. And yesterday, not only did she let her ex give me loads of shit and didn't take up for me once, and he's still up there now. I found messages on her phone talking to other people and making a laugh out of me. She tried to normalise it, you know. But would your missus let your ex stay for 5 days to see your child? Nah, bro, fuck that. You already know that. But Pablo, I could end up dead. No, bro. You know what I mean? Psychologically blackmailing me, telling me that she's gonna go on the canal and drown herself and it's my fault. You know, after, do you understand? Like she turns things around and then makes it about her. You know, so she always, it's like, bro, I did nothing. You know, I went out on the canal. You know, she feels more about her ex than she does for me. You know, and here, you know what? You see them two? They made me strong. You won't break me. You've already did it. And there's no going back. You did that. You know, I loved you. I would have died for you. I'd have died for you. And you killed me yesterday. You said you were going to call the police too on me, and you're supposed to love me. Knowing what one of your family did and reported me. You know, you have your ex staying there. You know, and if you love me, you'd have saying to him, see you shouldn't have said all that shit you said to Jude. Not once did you pick up for me. And it's broken me inside. You know, and I'm not gonna lie. You know, I have a fucking appointment at 2:30 today with me doctor to decide whether I'm going in for 28 days. You did that to me. You did that to me. Thank you. I loved you. You know, with all my heart, I was fighting for us. For us. But you didn't fight back. It's like you were lapping that up yesterday. Not only did I catch you out and you tried to blame me for it. I see messages off a man and other men, and you said you were family, and then you said they're family friends. And then you said, you're going down the canal, and if you jump in the canal and end your life, it's my fault. After what I've seen and after what you've been calling me and how you've been treating me. You know, you've manipulated me and you've taken advantage of my goodness. You know, and now all my family know that you're not so innocent after all, are you? Morning, gorgeous. Look at this fucker, look.
Morning, bro.
Look at that Bowsy, look at him. Go on now, I'm only doing it for Lena. She said you're eye candy.
Where is Alex?
I'm doing it for the lad or the girls. He's gone to get me a bed, or to order me a bed.
What?
He's gone to order me a bed. No, he won't let me get him on camera. Mark, everyone said hello to you, bro. Pablo and Lena and the boys are back in town. Like yesterday, me brothers had to come and get me. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I was fucking really upset. Wasn't I, bro?
Yeah, but look, it is what it is. Just let it. You know what I mean? I don't even like going on like that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but bro, like, as a man, imagine saying that, like, you know what I mean? No, she knows what I've been through. Now, bro, I'm not saying I'm an angel, because I can be hard work sometimes.
No, it's just as soon as I heard a certain word mentioned,
yeah,
I was like, really? So I said to Jennifer, Jenny, come get me in the car now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
well, bro, you've only come up to help me with me back. Nothing happened.
I don't dislike Lisa. I don't like the way she goes on sometimes, but I don't dislike her.
No, you don't. But, bro,
well, it's one of them. Your family comes first.
Well, bro, you know, you had to get me sectioned years ago, and it all escalated because of me breakup. And I come off me milk stabiliser, bro. You know, and you even know, bro. I tried to face responsibilities, yeah. That's what I tried to do, bro. Face me responsibilities and shit, yeah. And it's like, it's backfired on me. I'm just gonna have to bring this out a sec. No, like I said, look, you don't just stop loving someone overnight, but at the end of the day, it's like, I'm just broken. I don't give a fuck. You know, I just feel broken. You know, love hurts. Oh, it definitely hurts because I'm hurting, and it's like, you don't just stop loving someone overnight. You understand? Fucking devastating, mate. You're still there. But, nah, listen, all jokes aside, I'm just fucking devastated, I am. You know. Like, I'm soft as butter, I am, you know. I woke up today and it's like my whole world fell apart, you know. Like, I just feel empty inside, you know. It's like I tried so hard, I even sacrificed my YouTube, you know, because Lisa she didn't, I don't know, it's like, if you love somebody, she knew that I had a dream, not a dream, I just wanted to help a few people and share awareness on a daily basis about mental health, suicide, addiction. And I've been doing this a long time, and the fact that Lisa tried to make things difficult, you know, and I'm not unreasonable, I'm a reasonable man, but if the truth be told, she's tried to control everything I do, you know, roles are reversed, she's insulted me and called me horrendous names, and you might say, oh, but if you're a father, a grandfather, you love your kids and your kids know what you're like, for your partner to call you that tells you how much respect she has for you. Never mind letting her ex stay for 5 days. The fact that he's still up there says it all to me, you know. You know, cheeky little bastard in my own house. But like I said, it's not my house, it's hers. You know, and the way I see it is, you make your bed, you lie in it. You know, I'm not a bad person, but I'm starting to doubt myself. You know, like I'm thinking, like, you know, I'm thinking shit I shouldn't be thinking, you know, and it's all because of this. I never asked for this. You know. The fact that my son's up there, you know, I'm not a bad person. This geezer had the audacity to fucking start interfering in my business yesterday. You know, telling me that I'm not this and I'm not this and I'm out of order. I'm out of order. How about you being out of order? Where were you for 3 years? I don't see me 11-year-old. I'm not going to win father of the fucking year, but I've been like a daddy to your daughter. And I'll tell you what, the way you disrespected me yesterday in that house, yeah, we'll never get along, ever. You did that, you know, you're a cheeky bastard, you are. Finn, imagine you were ringing someone on Jade's phone and a message popped up of her chatting to someone else on her WhatsApp, so automatically it opened her WhatsApp and all the way down, bro, can just see kisses on a few people she's been talking to. Okay, thank you. Mark, bank card. I think. Oh, where are you? Upstairs. Mark, I think this is a card. I'll leave it on the top of the line. Yeah, I think it's a bank card. Smelling you a hole. You feel that? Ha! You know what I mean? But when a man said, you know, you have mental, you know, but you don't see that you're doing anything wrong. You know, you can't see that you're letting your ex stay in their relationship is in trouble as it is. You know, and now because of you, and you know, like I said, yeah, stupid struggle, like you put devastating to me, but when you break any people that, normalised it, and then you knew what you wanted to do in the kitchen, that he'd say something, and you did that on purpose. Jill's an easy touch. You know. You've taken the piss from day one, but you know, you're always victim blaming. You'll always blame other people. You never fucking take responsibility for your own actions or words. And you should do, because you're responsible. Your words, your phone, texting fucking men, and you're supposed to be in a relationship with me. And then you take your ex-partner's side. So I'm thinking, hang on a minute, this is getting a bit cosy, isn't it? Hey, very cosy. Well, here, it's not my comfort zone, and at the end of the fucking day, you know, I love this girl, and she did that to me, so, and she called me horrendous names, and she's a dangerous liar, so I can't trust her anymore. She scares me, she's unpredictable, you know. But honestly, on my ma's grave, I'm fucking broken, I am. And the thing that hurts me the most is, like, you know, when you love somebody and they don't love you the same, you know, it's like I was willing to do anything to make her life better, you know, and I was working towards that, and she just fucking wrecked it yesterday. You know, if my missus, guys, I want to ask you something. If you found a message on your missus's phone and she was slating you to another man and putting kisses on it and laughing at you and having a joke at your expense and giving out to you for doing your fucking live, you know, cheeky bastard, and while I'm doing me live, you're fucking texting God knows who. And I caught you yesterday and you tried to normalise it, and then you turned it around on me and you let your ex get in her business. You're letting him stay. You're going to continue letting him stay. So here, good luck with it. He, yesterday, had no business interfering. You know, like, do you understand? And you didn't even say a word in my defence. Thanks for coming in, Seg. God bless you, darling. You know, I thought I was a good person, you know. I'm not going back on my medication, fuck it, I'm not doing it. Me bollocks, man, no way, but I might have to go back into hospital. You know, it's been taken out of my hands. It's like, and you did that. I hope you're fucking happy. You know what my ex did to me. You know what I went through. And not only are you chatting to people behind me back, I agreed to letting your ex stay for a few days to see his daughter, you know, the one that I've been there for 3 years, the last 3 months. Where's you been for the last 3 fucking years? But see me, I was there, you know. Not only a few weeks ago did you call me a pedo, cause I share loads of fucking hunter groups, you know. How is that fucking right? You know, it's not. Well, bro, I didn't know whether you were gonna have a beer or fucking.
That's the new rule.
Do you want a cup of tea?
I fucking love them, mate, yeah.
No fucking problem.
Okay, no, I've seen that shit. Fella makes a cup of tea, doesn't even offer me a cup of tea. Cheeky fuck, what?
Would you like a cup of tea, mate?
Would you like a cup of tea, mate? You can't. You can't.
Well, give me a Charlie Bronson impression. Oh, you stay. Free Charlie Bronson, free Ireland. You know.
I'm gonna have to paint that room for you now, bro.
I'm
gonna have to get it done. Nah, don't worry, look at oh shit.
It's like because of a relationship breakdown and You know, I just never thought that, like, I can pick out something like that. You know.
Does that mean you can walk from separately?
No idea, but I haven't got funny into it. You know, bro. Right, I've left your tea in there. I love hurts, man.
Sure, trust me, I've had more fucking, I've had that many fucking relationships for that.
Hey, bro, all the women think you're fine. They look at you as candy.
Do they?
I'm telling you now, yeah. I'm not joking you.
I'm sure I'm gay.
Well, listen, I am not a gay, but I do have to say, hey, all the girls are checking you out, like Bruce Willis, yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, fuck that move.
Now, yeah. Now, listen, guys, all jokes aside, I love Lisa to bits. It's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, you know. It's like, I'm a man at the end of the day, and because I let her in, you know, she swore she'd never treat me that way, you know, and she did. So it's her loss. It's my loss too, because I've lost me. Do you understand? I should be playing with my son now, or doing a live or whatever, but not getting ridiculed for doing it. Like, Lisa doesn't understand how many people I've helped over the years with their mental health, and she keeps trying to put roadblocks in front of it, moaning when I'm going on me live, and what time are you doing it for, and how long will you be, and if I'm 5 minutes late, or, do you understand? It's like I'm a fucking fuck off. You know, like I said, at the end of the day, heartbreak hurts, and at the end of the day, I didn't ask someone to send her a message while I was ringing someone on her phone. She did that, not me. Now, if I did that, that's classed as cheating, right? Loads of kisses on the end of the texts. Then she said it was our family, and then I went to a family friend. Do you understand? She's a lying bastard.
Yeah.
Like, bro, she called me, like I said, a pedo a few weeks ago, and went fucking mental. And she turned around and said, I didn't call you a pedo, I called you a pervert. Sorry, oh, bollocks. Oh, she called me a pervert. Which is just as bad, because I share because I make people aware of nonsense, not of non-courtyard attire. It's like, and because I share loads of awareness, like, bro, you watch them programs sometimes,
yeah.
Them stinks,
yeah.
And because I shared them, she called me a pedo. Imagine saying that to someone you love, bro. That's not love. You know, Linda, bro, never even fucking called me that. Say what you want, because you have little piggies listening, you know, he'll report you, you know, like, what more do you want? You know, do you want blood? You've already taken everything away from me. You know, you had me there, look, you had me there, but our relationship was in trouble, and you knew it, and I was fighting for us, and then you bring your ex into the... And then the fact I found messages on your phone, and you tried to deviate, you tried to deflect, you tried to normalise it like it's fucking normal. I don't text men or women and put kisses on the end of it when I'm in a relationship. And I caught you yesterday, lovely. And not the fact that I caught you as well. You know, and if that's not a liberty, mate, well, I don't know what is. Like I said, bro, I'm not the most ugliest man in the world. I'm not as handsome as you. I'm not looking for sexy time. I am not looking for sexy time, bro. It's like, but if I'm in a relationship, bro, at the end of the day, Yeah, if you're my missus, yeah, and I'm telling you our relationship is in trouble, he needs to go. And like I said, you were there yesterday, bro, and she took his side, so that tells me all I need to know. And she'll realise it at the end of the day. You know what I mean? She'll realise it. I cook all the time, bro. I fucking tidy up. I'm always doing something, do you understand? And it's like, you know, people that love you, it never ever dream of calling you that kind of name. You know, and like I said, bro, I up until a few weeks ago, as you know, bro, I don't talk about my fucking shit. It's like I was too embarrassed to admit the fact that I was getting fucking, bro, it's just like what happened all again. You know, years ago. Like I thought when I met her, everything would work out because she didn't drink or smoke, and I was like, you know, I need someone in my life that isn't around fucking, you know, and I was like, you know what, it's like finally, like I'm turning the corner, I'm making a bit of progress without sounding too much. Going to see John Joe the other day and what have you, bro, and I wanted to do things, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I laid it all out on the table, and then yesterday, while I was on the phone, she said I was going through her phone, hey, but what she won't say is, her ex wanted me to use the phone as well. So while I was ringing somebody for both of us, a message popped up on WhatsApp, bro, from another fella, kisses and all this shit, and slagging me off, saying I was moaning. You know, it's like, you know, like, you know, when people, bro, if you're in the wrong, like, you know what, in the last 2 years, she's probably said sorry once, where to see me, every day I'm apologising, bro, and you know what, she's fucking took the piss out of me big time, you know, out of me goodness, out of me kind heart, or I'll let Dylan stay, you know, cause this is my house. Do you understand? Well, if that's the case, listen, you made your bed, you picked him over me, you know, cause I found something on your phone. No, she said to me, oh, I was annoyed at you this morning, and it's me mum and dad's anniversary, so it's okay for me to text other men, cause I was annoyed at you, so I'm texting someone at you.
Well, that's it done, man. See
You
you
know
later.
what I mean? Okay, you can text all the men you want now. You know, I really thought she was the one, bro, I did. You know, but in the end, bro, I let me guard down too soon.
Could have told you that, mate.
And it's like, and here's the thing, Mark, I kept a lot of shit to myself, and what I didn't realise was, she's fucking texting God knows who, telling them how bad our fucking life is, and poor me, and all this shit. What about my feelings? Know what I mean? I put her feelings before mine for the last fucking 3 years. You know what I mean? It's like, and it is what it is. Honestly, my worst enemy hasn't treated me this way. You know, the person that you die for and you do anything for, you do anything to please them, even borrow money so you can go to concerts and go here and go there and put rent food and just so please are all the time. Well, there's no pleasing ungrateful bastards. You know, and I'm not having anybody call me a thief, but you know, and like I said, imagine you're the daughter saying around, not too young, not too younger than this person who I loved, who this person called me a paedophile. You know, it's like, so like I said, you know, that tells me my relationship is over. You know, and I didn't do this, you know, but she's tried to blame me, you know, victim blaming. I caught her rapper chatting to someone on the phone, and I confronted her about it, and cause I confronted her, her ex started interfering, telling me I'm out of order. Get the fuck out of my house, you prick. Out of order. You need to go. I told her, it's him or me, pick. Oh, you've already decided. and you're chatting to men behind me back. I've seen the messages, you know. If I did that, do you understand? There's no going back from that. All the names you called me and you're weaponising me child. You were using Thomas yesterday as an excuse. You know, which is fucking a liberty. You know. I've been there for my son since the day he's fucking born. And I've been there for your daughter too. I don't even see me 11-year-old. You know why? Because I fucked up. Yeah, and that's on me. I was there for your daughter more than me fucking own. And that's a fact. You know, and that's how you treat me. It's okay to laugh and joke and chat to other men. You know, like I said, guys, I apologise, but I can't. What am I meant to do? You know, I'm fed up of saying sorry. I'm fed up of trying to do things to please her. You know, it's never enough. You know, and it's like, it's got to the stage where I do things just so I can do me fucking life. You understand? It's like, and it's not right. You know, but that's how she's made me feel. You know, blaming me. You know, and when she's caught rapid, that's the kind of person she's turned into. That's the truth. You know what I mean? It's okay for everybody to slag me off. See me, you're with 20 people and you insult my missus, even if you're our baby's daddy. I'm picking up for her, right? It's like, but if I'm in your fucking house, you know, mind your fucking manners. You know, but you couldn't, could you? You know what I mean? I'd have whooping your ass, bro. You know, it's like, but because I love your daughter, like I did me own, and I was there for your daughter. It's like, and the way you speak to me yesterday, mate, you know what? I know I've changed. Because only for my son, I'd have done something really stupid yesterday. And you'd ringing the police after talking about getting straps and all. Mia, the only strap you're good at is video games. You know, you got in the way of my fucking shit. You know. I'm like a man, I told you to come outside, but you are hiding behind Lisa. You know, so, like I said, I still love Lisa, but she's broke my heart. And she did that, not me. You know, never mind having everything. You know, I tried my best. But sometimes your best isn't enough, and she's made me feel worthless to the point where I've been questioning myself and all. You know, I'm like that close to going to the doctor and saying, I think I need 28 days because I'm having fucked up thoughts in my head. You know, and it's all because yesterday, the woman I'm supposed to love, which I do, I found messages off another man, you know, texting other men, you know, and I'm fucking broken. I'm broken over it. Like, you know, I swear to God, I never thought I'd imagine that it'd be her. I'd expect it off me other baby mother, but not her. And I caught her blatantly rapid, and she blamed me. It's called victim blaming. You know, and I'm not a victim, but this time, unfortunately, I am. You know, and I don't like using that word, you know, because my mother raised me, and I'm not a doormat, and only for Thomas, I'd have gone a long time ago. You know, but I wanted to work at my relationship. I wanted to fight for it, you know, because we were in trouble, you know. We were growing apart, and I suggested a strategy, and I was working on saving my relationship, and I told her, you're bringing this geezer in their relationship. I love you, I'm fighting for you, but you're not throwing a punch for me. You know, and then not only called me a pedo a few weeks ago, and what have you, but threatened to ring the police on me yesterday. You know, and our tough guy baby dad there still talking shit and all. It's like, and then rang his daddy. you know. When you're angry, you say things, you know. Like, some people are so hypocritical in life, you know. I've had a lot of shit from my family, because if I had told them weeks ago, she called me a pedo. Hey, there wouldn't be. What would you do if someone called your brother that name? If it was his girlfriend, and his girlfriend had her ex staying up there right now, what would you tell your brother? What would you tell your brother? What would you tell him? Get the fuck out of there. She's using me child now as a weapon, and she will do. You know, and here's the thing. I'm not saying Lisa's a bad person, but she's treated me bad. And I'm not saying I haven't treated her bad, but I've just been defending myself, because if a man attacks a woman, he's a cunt. You know, and this happened to me last relationship. I give someone that much control over me. They used it, you know, and took advantage of me goodness and me kind heart, you know. Well, we'll see if he provides what I did, right? Yeah. You know, ringing the police and all. You know, what is it about people ringing the police and talking about you are going to get guns? You know what I mean? Saying, I'm going to get a strap and all. Do you understand? Do you understand? Mate, listen to me. You don't know nothing about guns. Yeah, you do, because you play a lot of computer games, but I live in the real world. You know, and I like this individual, but at the end of the day, you've no business interfering regardless. Do you understand? You shouldn't even be there. Like, that's not reasonable. You know, 5 days to see her daughter. You know, it's like, you know, and she's made a fool out of me. Everyone's saying, bro, your ex-partner stayed there for 5 days. And I was ashamed to tell people. You know what I mean? But, like, at the end of the day, I'm not afraid anymore. I had, like I said, I could have ended up in hospital. You know, and not even a text message. I'm not going to text and say, hello, how are you? After what you did to me. Hell no. You know, everything's about you, and it has been for the last 3 years. Your happiness, your anxiety, your grief. What about mine? What about me? I've lost me dad. Right? I've lost me ma. I've lost me granny, me mate. Me brother, me sister. If you love me, you'd understand the trauma I've gone through, and I'm overcoming it, and I try fight adversity every day. And you, the person I love nearly most in the world, is chatting to men behind me back. Fact. When I seen it on your phone, I confronted you, and you had a little fit, knowing that your ex would get involved. And the bottom line is here, he's interfering in our relationship, and you let me go out that door yesterday without saying one word or picking up for me once. You kept taking his side, didn't you? I wanted to speak to him on his own, but she wouldn't get out of the way, because he threatened to get guns, because I said, here, I'm ringing my brother, because I'm 51, you know. Do you understand? We'll see how smart you are now in a minute. And then he denied, saying that he said anything about straps. Do you understand? You can't trust lawyers, but at the end of the day, it's like I didn't want this to happen, you know, because the last 3 years, I've not seen much of my 11-year-old daughter, and this is what hurts me. I've seen more of this person's daughter than he has in 3 years. And the fact that, listen, Finn, there's nothing to be sorted. You understand? There's loads of other shit I've not said. Do you understand? Finn, listen, if we went back, it'd be the same in 2 months again. You know, at the end of the day, yesterday, basically, I found messages on Lisa's phone. Not because it's going through it, because she handed me to use to get a bud for me and for our ex. Not just for me. That's the reason why I had her phone in my hand, to ring him. And whilst on the phone, a fucking WhatsApp message come through with loads of kisses. Yeah, and I've seen them, and it's killed me. You did that. And your ex is still there now. Like I said, you've definitely pushed me away, and you're gonna push me towards someone else. But this time, See you fuck with me, and you know all the bullshit I went through. The names that you call me, degrading me in front of your ex, you must have gotten a kick out of that. Why? You know, us fighting for us. You know, I love you. Why'd you hate me so much? Why would you do that? Why would you talk to other men and then deny it? And then say it's a family member and then change it to a family friend like you did when you call me a pedo and change it to pervert. Like normalise it. Do you understand? And threatening to do harm to herself and blaming me if she does it. You know, I can't deal with that. Like, I have my own shit to deal with. You know. Like, I cook for her all the time. I try to please her. You know, but it's never enough. She always wants more. You know, I've never met anybody so ungrateful. Like, I thought I was a good person. You know, I might not be the best partner in the world, but one thing I do is apologise when I'm wrong. I told her, I said, listen, I'm under a lot of pressure, you've no idea. You know, and she let that happen, Finn. And the fact that she let somebody else, being her ex, stay there, knowing, just because I said it was all right, doesn't mean I'm all right about it. Why can't he come the weekend and see her that day and fucking go home? You know what I mean? Any woman who's done what she's done to me, here, any other man would have left a long time ago. Well, we can't do that, bro, because we're gentlemen. If you do that, you get reported, you know. And I've already been to the police station because one of our family reported me.
Yeah, like I said, you've had a look at your escape, mate. So
you know what I mean? It's like,
just see somebody can't.
and bro, you know, I swear on my kids' lives, bro, you know the amount of girls that text me and I tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I tell them to fuck off because I'm with somebody. And the fact that yesterday, the love of my life, I found messages on her phone and it's killed me. You know, but at least it'll blame me for that. It's all my fault, yeah?
No, just so you know what that's called? That's called gaslighting and it's called narcissism. That's what it's called.
No, well, bro, she said I'm narcissistic. That's what she said. She said I'm a pedo. It's like, and yesterday, she didn't take my side at all and she destroyed me, degraded me, humiliated me, knowing how much I love my son. You know, you'll regret this one day and you'll think I had a good fucking fella there. I'm not perfect, yeah? It's like, but if I love somebody, I love for good. You know, I don't text anyone if I'm with somebody, not like that. You know, I'm a very loyal guy. But at the end of the day, little Miss Muffin isn't as perfect. And she's always huffing. Yeah. It's like, that's the way I see it. It's like I've never been so humiliated and degraded as a man in my life, you know. Mark, these ladies are giving out about you in here. They're all saying you're fit. He makes me look ugly, him. Yeah. I've no interest as it is. You don't just fall out of love with someone overnight, but I am crushed. You know, it's like I've been so loyal and I did things to please her. I would have hit my target last year, but Lisa put pressure on me. I'm doing too many lives. When I come out my live, I'll go in and make the dinner and do this and do that, just so she won't moan at me. You know, and that's not right. But yesterday, put the final nail in the coffin. You know, I'd on her phone. Like Lisa, I'm not saying Lisa's a bad person, but you have to understand something. If you see messages on your ex-partner's phone, your relationship is nearly over, you're fighting for it, and she invites her ex to stay for 5 days at a time. Not one day, not half a day, 5 days. Sunday comes up, fucking goes Friday. I can't live like that anymore. Like if someone chooses someone over you, you made that decision, not me. Nah, listen, I'm good. If I wanted a chick, there's about 20 of them out there, bro. I've no interest, you know, because I'm a loyal person, right? And I just feel so betrayed and so humiliated, you know.
What's the story with this?
I fought for my chick, but she doesn't fight for me. She doesn't even jab. Whereas me, I'm swinging to save our relationship. I even come up with a strategy, a contingency plan to make things better. But when your missus is talking to people behind your back, when she thinks it's okay for your ex to stay while we're having major problems, we're in there having conversations like all cozy and all, going to B&M, or I'm just going to get a couple of drinks. Oh, what, is he going with you for company? Yeah. Look how it looks. Think about it. Look how it looks from my side. I'm a man at the end of the day, and I've never been so humiliated or hurt in my life, but I'll suck it up. What?
You're fucking stupid, you.
What?
Well, she's gone to the B&M with the ex and that.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
When he comes up, you know what I mean, goes out and gets all his energy drinks, and you understand, all he short down, bro, was putting his feet up. How mad is this, right? So, bro, I'm not even going to go into it. It's insane. It's like, you know what I mean? And it's control, bro. I'm not a fucking prisoner. You know, I'd have more freedom in fucking jail. You know, why the fuck do you think I go fishing all the time, bro, and doing my lives to escape? And I feel like violated at the highest level. Because when I caught her chatting to other people, she tried to turn it around and normalise it. Or I was in a bad mood, so that's why I'm texting men and putting kisses on the end of it. Well, how about I do that? And we see how you like it. You know, because that's what you've done to me. You wouldn't like it if I start talking to women, would you? But it's okay if you talk to men, isn't it? And I caught you. I fucking nailed you yesterday. You ended us. You ended us when you called me a pedo. Because it's on me live shared in awareness. And you have a problem with that. You've stood in my way. Do you understand? And you stood in my way yesterday. Just as well you stood in my way. You seen it, didn't you? You knew. Only for my son, I tell you one thing, I'd probably be in a cell now. But I'm not having my son used as a weapon. You know, no fucking way. Like that's yesterday, oh, you're upsetting the baby. I'm upsetting the baby. I've just caught you fucking chatting to other men. What do you want me to do? Wait till later. Do you understand? And this is the mentality of her. You know, it's like, you think I wanted to leave there yesterday? What am I meant to do? Like, see, only for my brothers, you know, they come and got me. And I told them what was happening, and they're like, bro, why didn't you tell me? Because it's embarrassed. You know, it happened before. I was with someone for 22 years. That destroyed me life. I ended up getting sectioned. I even tried to end me fucking life. You know, and this is why I said to myself, you know, I'll never fall in love again. And when I met Lisa, I was like over the moon. I was in a little bubble. And my bubble as well burst. You know, like I trusted her with all my heart. And I laid it all out on the line. It's like, but not once has she ever considered how I feel. What about my mental health? You know, how do you think that's affected me? Me finding messages on your phone, you chatting to other men behind my back, and you think that's acceptable and normalise it. You know, calling me a paedophile because I share awareness. You know, it's like I said, I've never had a woman degrade me this way. Never. You know, and I don't deserve it. I don't do anything to deserve that. Like, if you don't want to be with me, tell me. But don't let me find messages on your phone while I'm on the phone. You know, it's like I caught you rapid yesterday and you tried to normalise it and turn it around. But you'll regret it one day because your ex was there interfering, and I told him to leave. And I asked you, I told you, Lisa, tell him to go. It's him or me. Nothing. Not even. Fucking shut your mouth, you. You know, don't fucking speak to my fella like that. You know what I mean? Regardless, don't speak to him like that. Oh, he's Lily's dad. What about me? I'm Thomas's dad. But that's okay. And it's okay for you to chat to other men behind your back, have your ex there and call me a paedophile. That's a fucking hat trick. That's a death sentence for you. That means me and you, as far as I'm concerned, we're over. That's a death sentence you handed me yesterday. Do you understand? Because I shared awareness about people who are a significant risk to our women and our children. You know, I shared awareness about that to keep people safe. And you call me a pedo and know how much of a... See, the best job I've ever had is being a father. Okay? I'm not the best dad in the world. I fucked up with me 11-year-old. And for the last 3 years, I've been bringing up someone else's daughter like she's my own. Do you understand? And for that, for her to talk to people behind me back, think it's okay and acceptable to let a fella stay there, or ex-fella, for 5 days, and me have no say in it. So I'm for them reasons, I'm out on my mother's grave. I've never let anybody treat me like that up until now, because I loved her. You know, it's like, but it's okay for her. She thinks it's normal. Her ex still to be up there after what he said yesterday. He didn't even say one word to take my side. You know what I mean? She knew what she was doing. You know, and it's like, I get it now. You know, it's like, you treat me like that. Oh, shit. But the way I see it is, you know, if you love somebody so much to the point where you'd fucking die for them, with them, you know, you do anything for them. And it's like, then they go and treat you like that. You know, like I said, it's like I'm human at the end of the day, you know, and my feelings are crushed, but I'm a narcissist, so I don't feel anything. Like I said, the names that I've been called the last few months off a person who I died for, a person who I was fighting for, my relationship was in big trouble, and I knew it. I recognised the signs, and I knew it was hopeless, but I still tried. Even though she called me a pedo a few weeks ago, I let it slide. But inside, my pain I couldn't hide. I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, and I let her away with calling me a pedo, and then she's taking proper liberties. Our ex is coming up to see his daughter, which I've no problem with, but for 5 days at a time, because you can't get a taxi back or whatever reason. You know, that is so selfish and ungrateful. Like, Finn, Lisa isn't a bad person. It's just she did me wrong, bro. Like, if she didn't want to be with me, tell me. Don't let me find the fucking message on your phone. Or don't go through her phone. The only reason I knew was I was on the phone to me mate using her phone, and the message popped up while I was on the phone. You understand? And then she tried to normalise it and say, oh, I was angry at you this morning. What, so you're chatting to men? You're angry at me because it's your mum and dad's anniversary, wedding anniversary. You're angry at me. Why is it my fault? Your ex is up there. You made your choice. Like I said, I'm nobody's property. You had me there, though. You had me there. Like there. And you fucked it. I caught you rapping. Do you understand? I caught you rapping. I fucking nailed you, you cunt. Hey, what's the name of that movie with Seth Rogen? I fucking nailed you. Yesterday, yeah, I was like that. I was stood there and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go like that to him. Bang in his face. You know, because he's hiding behind a woman. You see, oh, this is gone. Do you understand? I'd get me outside. Boom. But you'd report me. You'd get me nicked. talking about getting straps, and then 20 minutes later you're on the phone to your fucking police. You know, it's sad. And the fact that is, yeah, all the damage she's already done to me and my head, I could end up in hospital. It wouldn't surprise me if she reported me, you see, because Lisa doesn't know how to say sorry. But that's the age gap. That's what got me. Lisa's 35, I'm 51, 16 years. I tried my best. I fought for my relationship. I fought for my missus. I said to her, listen, I'm fighting for us. And you have your ex coming here for 5 days and you're talking to men behind me back. You called me a pedo, or narcissist, or bullying me son. You know what I mean? And then said to me, after I caught her on her phone, she starts saying, yeah, I ruined Christmas. You understand, deflecting. But you did this. And everybody knows. Me family heard the way you fucking let him speak to me. You know, I die for you. I die with you. I die for you. I would have killed him for you because I love you. But you don't love me the way I love you. So, for them reasons, I'm out. You did it. You fucking talking to men behind my back. You should have just saying, Jude, fuck off. I'm talking to other people, but you didn't. I had to find out myself, and it's killed. You know, I'm broken hearted, you know, that, you know, people that get gratification out of seeing your foot. You know what I mean? And like I said, I should have walked away a few months ago when I should have walked away when I couldn't got me arrested. Like I said, I know what love is, and at the end of the day, it's like yesterday she didn't defend me one bit. Even my ex-partners would defend me, Linda and Mandy. If they would defend me, but the fact that I've not brought my exes anywhere near the house, but at least thinks it's okay to let your ex stay there for 3 days. You know, do you understand? Do you know how weird and awkward that is? But I did it out of love, you know what I mean? And I just don't understand why she hates me so much to the point where she's letting her ex stay, chatting to other men, calling me a pedo. She's did it. I did nothing on her. I give her my heart, my time, my effort, my dedication, everyday cute for her.
Yeah, no, it's not a big issue. It's just want to be a little.
The way I feel, I've never felt so degraded in my life. Like it's proper degraded me, you know. You know, all I ever wanted was to love again.
Yeah, well, I just want to give it a good feel again, bro. I'll just use that love for now. Put that down.
I trust her.
You know what I mean? Put the
Yesterday, I trusted her 100%.
It's just one of them
But
situations.
today, I've zero trust. Because she let this happen.
Right, go on then, bro. I'll speak to you in a bit. See you later, bro. Bye-bye.
I'm not perfect, and therefore I blame myself. You know, I'm even blaming myself for this. You know what I mean? She's got that much into me fucking head, telling me she's gonna harm herself and all, and it's gonna be my fault if she dies and all. You know this shit. I can't put up with that. You know, it's emotional blackmail, and I have me tipping point, and she's tipped me over. But she's not emptied the cup all the way yet, but I know she will. You know, like if you love somebody, man, you don't fucking do that. And only for her saying that text yesterday, she'd have carrying on lying to me, you know, blaming me for everything. You know, when in the end she was texting men behind my back, and we're only 3 years in. That's the thing that hurts me the most, because I've been loyal to her when it comes to that. And anyway, I'm not perfect, but I don't talk to any people unless I know them. You know. And it's a hard one for me to swallow. You know. It's like the fact that somebody's used my weakness against me for like I said, even my ex-partner. I was with her for 22 years and destroyed me. I ended up taking too much. I had too much pressure on my shoulders, and I tried to tell you, you know, I tried to tell you that our relationship was in trouble and I was fighting for it. You know, I even took me foot off my YouTube project because of you. Because if I go over an hour, I'm looking at the clock, you know, and it's come so controlled. Like, I don't understand, if you love somebody so much, why do they hate you so much and let their ex treat you like that? You know, it's like do you understand? It's like, I'd sooner be homeless than live like that. You know, there's plenty of places to go. It's just like, I'm just sad in my heart because I love this person with all my heart. Even though I knew we were in trouble, I was still willing to fight. And yesterday just killed me when I seen that message. Not just was she talking to another man, but she was slagging me off to this other man and kisses and all the texts, and also, you know, I didn't want to go. You know, I'm not tough. I'm a bag of nerves at the moment. And you did that. I'll take my responsibility. I'm not perfect in all this. And obviously, you know, the signs there to read, and if your missus is texting another man behind your back. And Finn, you know the thing that hurts me? If I hadn't have seen them messages, she wouldn't have telling me. You know. Yes, Seg, be careful driving. We wouldn't want to see you have a fucking accident. You know, because that'd be my fault too. You know, because it's raining today, it's my fault. You know. Like, I don't know what it's like to lose me mother or me father or people. But I carry it in here and in here. And I try not to be a burden to other people. You know, me back is fucked. I've been bleeding most days. Really bad. You know, I've shared this with Lisa. She knows what's going on with me. And for her to do that to me, you know, knowing I was that close to going back into hospital, you know, and it's like I'm just devastated. You know, I'm fucking devastated because up until yesterday, even though I knew me shit was in trouble, I was fighting for it. And then it's like her ex started interfering. And I told him to get the fuck out of the house. And I told Lisa to get him out. It's him or me. And she picked him. You know, she tried to normalise it and blame me because she's texting other people. It's my fault. You know, I can't live like that anymore. Little Miss Perfect isn't so perfect after all. You know, you crush me. You know, and you don't see anything wrong, and he's still up there. You know. Like I said, I always promised myself I'd never let a woman do this to me. You know. I fucking annoyed at myself now, super annoyed. You know, like, I'm not perfect and I have mental health issues and I'm not easy to live with. But I do try, you know, and I have tried, and it's like last night when I was on my own and I cried myself to sleep last night. You know, I mean, I had the duvet over my head and I was just sobbing, and I could just see my son in my hand. I could see my son in his hands. And he's not even a bad guy, you know. I mean, his son loves him, you know, just like I love his daughter. He loves my son, and my son loves him, you know. And it's like I tried to be reasonable, like, and I went beyond reasonable, you know, and it's become a habit, you know. Like 3 years, I've not been in my 11-year-old's life. In 3 years, I've been in a little girl's life who I idolise and I love like she's my own daughter, being the midget. And the names that have been called, like the last 3 years I've raised that child like she's my own. And it's like to be called them names and then to catch on Mrs. Red-Handed and yeah. So don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie, I am broken hearted, but I know this time it's not my fault. I'm fed up saying sorry. Mark, do you want a cup of tea? No. Do you know what, bro? I just made myself another cup of tea and I have one there. Do you understand me fucking head, bro? You know what? See me, I'm never going to be able to talk to anybody again. You know, I let me wall down, I let my guard down, you know, because I thought this woman would do anything for me. And I've been having a few health problems and Lisa knows this. And yesterday, she degraded me more than I've ever been degraded in my entire life. And believe me, I've been degraded in my life, but not like this. You know, I just never thought of being up. You know, it's like, you know, I would have died and do anything for her, you know. Like, I just can't get over the fact that she was chatting to numerous people, you know. I can't believe it's happened. Like, action speaks louder than words, you know. It's like, I'm not perfect, you know, and the kind of person I am, like, I think, well, maybe it's my fault, and, you know, but I wasn't texting anyone. You know, I went fishing to get out from my mental health issues. And because I do that and I do my lives on a regular basis, pressure is being put on me, you know, and it's like, if that's what love is, well, then I'll never love anyone again, you know, because I trusted this person with my life and she was willing not just to degrade me yesterday, but to also trying to ring the police for me, you know. And I'm like, why would you do that to me? I've caught you red-handed. You know, your ex is here, you know I've caught you red-handed. So you start saying, well, I'm going to end my life and it's all your fault. Why? Because I caught you chatting to men. You're saying you're going to go and fucking kill yourself on the canal and it's my fault. Well, your ex is sitting in there and obviously he's going to pick up for you. And he did. And I told you, do not let anybody get in a relationship. And what have you done? You've let him stay for 5 days at a time in the last 3 months, 3 times. And I was good with it. You know, and you just took the piss. And that's the truth. You know, I loved you. Know that. I know you're watching. I loved you. And one day you'll realise that I give you some relay. You know, the relationships are give and take. Do you understand? And it's like, I give everything to this relationship. You know, and it's like, you know, I've realised, you know, when you're nice and you're respectful and you've made mistakes in your life, many mistakes. I'm not perfect. You know, I have cheated on a partner before because she cheated on me. Now, 2 wrongs don't make a right. I was wrong when I made that decision years and years ago because my partner was cheating on me and she was caught by my brother sitting there. He got off a bus and seen her with another man and rang me at work. and it all spiraled out of control then. I lost everything. I lost everything. You know, like I just don't understand. You know, when you love somebody so much and you see a message pop up on our phone, having a conversation with numerous people. Nah, I don't deserve that. I'm not perfect. You know, I take my side for my responsibilities and my actions yesterday. But I was already at breaking point with this situation. And I didn't tell my family about it because I was too embarrassed and ashamed to come home with my tail between me fucking legs. So I stuck it out. I said to myself, I'm going to be a man and face my responsibilities. And then yesterday, after seeing that, I just felt like I fell in a hole, a warm hole that's never ending, and I'm just falling. Well, thanks, Raymond, and it's good to see you fucking still with us. I'm sorry about yesterday, Ray. I missed a few of your comments, bro, but I'm not gonna lie, Ray, I'm broke. You know, like I'm 51. I love the woman, I still love her, but after what I seen yesterday, you know, I wish I didn't see what I seen yesterday, believe me. But even if I didn't see what I seen yesterday, it still would have been my fault. You know, I'm fed up getting blamed for shit all the time. I'm fed up saying sorry all the fucking time. You know, and it's making me so sad in here. You understand, normally I'm happy-go-lucky, and even if I'm feeling shit and in agony, I still try to push myself. And the fact that Lisa knows all this, that's what's damaged me the most. You know, never mind letting her ex-partner stay and thinking that's normal. You know, I know you hadn't got a choice. Oh, you had to go with it. You know, using Thomas as an excuse. You know, it's not fair. You know, I'm responsible for my actions and what I said, but I'm 51 years old, you know. It's like, and I'm very loyal. Shout out to Ray. If you're not sub to fucking Got Manners' channel, can you go do it? Raymond and myself, Lena and Finn, we all have suicide ideology. You know, I come on YouTube to try to help people. 2 years ago, I started this project. I had my channel monetized and I crashed it just to show you this wasn't about money. Lena will tell you. Lena was my first member of my channel, and I had about 50 members of my channel, and I crashed it purposely because I'm here. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor, you know, and at the end of the day, it's like, I just can't believe that somebody that I love has done me like this. You know, anything we can work on, but if you're chatting people behind my back, the job's done. You finished it.
Is that heating on?
No, but I can feel it might start to come on. Well, like I said, nothing surprises me anymore. You know, like I said, I'm not perfect, you know, and I'm not the easiest person to live with, but I understand that, you know, and at the end of the day, I'm blaming myself for this, you know, and after what I saw yesterday, I'm like, Jude, that's not your fault. You know, you confronted your partner, ex-partner, because you seen a message. How about this? I was on the phone to get a bud, not just for me, but for her ex, right? And while I'm on the fucking phone, while it's ringing, a WhatsApp message comes through, slagging me off, You know, making a mockery out of me. You understand? It's like, and I'm like, wow, really? Is that what you think of me? Like you told me a few weeks ago what you taught me when you called me a pedo for sharing fucking awareness. You know, do you know the amount of people's lives I've helped and changed? You know how many people that thought about giving up and they come in and listen to me and I'm telling them here, that's not the way. It's like, and I'm not going to lie, once you have suicide ideology, it never goes. You know, and at the end of the day, I play ball and I just feel, you know what I mean, I'm a man and I'm not supposed to have feelings. Narcissist people don't talk about their feelings. According to descriptions and shit, I see me, I'm very emotional. I wear me heart on my sleeve. And if I'm with you, I'm fucking here. I'm fucking there. You know, it's like, on the fact that I found messages on her phone, and then she accused me of going through her phone when I was already on a phone call. Do you understand? All the things she said yesterday led to a major fucking argument in that house. And she didn't help the situation because she was saying shit in front of him that she shouldn't be saying because we're in a fucking relationship together. And then she went and took a side. Do you understand? And then I found messages on her phone, not because it's going through it, because she handed me the thing, or it was ringing at the time, and I seen it pop up. And I was like, I read it, and I was like, I looked at her, I looked at the phone, and it wasn't just one. And I said, here, there's your phone, I'm going fishing. I went on the canal and I started talking to me dead mother. You know, and it's like she spoke to me and told me, today's the day your life's going to change. It's going to happen when you go home. You know. What's the point in going home? Because our ex is there. We can't talk about our problems because I'm trying to keep it on the, you know what I mean? It's like, and then the cheeky prick to start interfering in my house. Well, it's not my house, you know. But, you know, like, because I do my YouTube and because it helps me mental health, Lisa has an issue with that. Do you understand? I did this before I met you and I'm going to continue doing it and I will hit my target. But know this, you push me away. I found fucking messages on your phone while you were stood beside me. While the phone was ringing, I wasn't going through your WhatsApp, nothing. The message come through. And I said, here, there's your fucking phone. I went out on the canal and I was talking to my dead mum on the canal and I was like, Ma, help me. Because this is, me son's around there. You know, see, this woman's meant to love me and she called me a pedo. Ma, what'll I do? Do you understand? If my mother was alive and heard that, she wouldn't be happy because she knows the kind of man I am. You know, and to call your partner that because he shares awareness, you know, it's like, you can't be with someone like that. I thought I knew Lisa, you know, and I've learned more in the last 3 months than I have in the last year, 2 years, you know. I love her so much and she's killed me. You know, and I still love her and I'll continue to love her, but we can't be together after what she's done. She did that, not me. She wanted her ex. You know, if I said here, I'm going to get one of my baby mothers to stay for 2 days, it'd cause murder, do you understand? She'd make me feel bad and guilty and she keeps putting things and dropping little hints about this, that. And I'm sick of it. I'm over it. That's how you treat me. You know, let your baby daddy stay there for a week. In fact, move him in. You may as well. You know, you took a side yesterday and you damaged me forever. I thought I could trust you. You know, I really did. Well, listen, Seg. Don't be thinking of doing anything stupid, right? Because they're the people I worry about. Do you understand? People that don't leave a note, they're the ones you want to look after or watch. But the fact that I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. I'm certified psychotic. I've got complex PTSD and survivor's guilt. You see Baldy over there, yeah? He's got bipolar, right? I know a lot about mental health issues. You know, I've had over 90 evaluations in my life. I've been hospitalised 3 times. And the person that I love knows all this. You know, and that's what's killing me, because she didn't even apologise. No. You know, and this time I'm not apologising, because I wasn't chatting to women behind her back. You know, and I would not, if I'm letting my ex come up to see his child, he's going home, or she's going home the same day. You know, not 5 days later. Like I said, no words can fix this. I felt deflated when I seen the message on her phone. And the sad thing is, she's not just chatting to one person. And it's destroyed me. I've seen it with my own eyes. And she tries to normalise it. Anybody who says they love you wouldn't do that. Wouldn't call you a fucking pedo to get a reaction. I wouldn't start yesterday saying, blaming me, that if she goes out on the canal and does something, it's my fault if she takes her life. Do you understand? That's what I had to live with. You know, after I caught her on her phone yesterday, a WhatsApp message, because I confronted her, she said, I'm going on the canal now, and if I throw myself in, it's your fault, it's my fault. Hang on a minute. Your ex is here. He's just heard what you said. Do you understand? So, he's in one, I'm in the other. Do you understand? It's weird. And I tried to normalise it myself. I didn't even tell me brothers, because they'd be like, bro, 5 days to see her daughter. Like, I understand, he loves his daughter to death. You know, and that's the reason why I agreed to it. You know, because I trusted Lisa. Do you understand? To the point I even let her ex stay for 5 days, 3 times. You know, I trusted her. And she fucking crossed the line. You know, she may as well have, like I said, and she doesn't understand how hurt I am. This is the thing. You know, it's like I had to ring my brothers to get me out of the house yesterday, because I thought I was going to do something that'd get me into trouble. You know, and at the end of the day, I love Lily, and Lily loves her dad. And that's the reason why I did it. You know, that's the reason why I agreed to it. You know, like I said, you know, I was on the phone yesterday and him a bud, and a message on WhatsApp popped up. You know, I'm fucking devastated. My kids are around me, my family are around me. You know, and the dam as well and truly burst. You know, like I'm fed up being called names that a man would walk away, like pedophile. Do you understand? Telling me I don't love her. Do you understand? Hang on, you're chatting to other people, I'm here with you, I love you. I'd ride and die for you. Still. And it's like yesterday, it crushed me, because I've got a little son with this individual. And she doesn't seem to understand she's wrong, because she doesn't think that accountability is necessary. And I let it slide all the time. You know, he's autistic. Hang on a minute, I'm fucking psychotic. I've got PTSD, complex, and survivor's guilt. What about my feelings? What about mine? Is he taking the amount of meds as I am? Is he? You fucking know how much I fucking loved you. And you went and did that. Like, you're my missus and you're talking to people behind me back. You know, I don't give a fuck whether you're family, friends. Yeah, okay. Family, friends. You know, see if she found one message on my phone, there'll be fucking murder. And I even give her my password, Finn. Lisa is the only woman in my life I've ever given me password to my phone. You know why? Because I was talking to other girls, but on my kids' live spin, when I met Lisa, I was like, she doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke, I love her, we get on great. You know, it's like, I really like her. And I was on an app and I had 20,000 followers. The app was called Live Me. Okay. I had a bigger platform on there than I do on here, Finn. Much bigger. Except, you know what I did? I deleted. I was chatting to her for a few months and a few other girls were chatting to me at the same time. And I fucked them all off because I liked Lisa. And she lived in the same city, you know, and I fell in love with her. You know, and we had a baby together, and now she's chatting to other men and thinking it's okay for her ex to stay for 5 days at a time. Who was it? Right, guys, my kids are here, so I'm going to say goodbye, okay? You know what I mean? All right, daughter. Yeah, I don't want to get you on camera. I'm going to end this live now, yeah? Right, guys, I'm going to end this live because my kids are here, yeah?
Yeah, please.
My eldest daughter. All right, Paul. 1 sec, I just want to show you something. Can I just pick my grandson up? Oh, no, go on, it's okay. I just wanted to show you, it's my little man, but thanks everyone for coming in. I'm sorry for being morbid. Like I said, my heart's broke at the end of the day, and you know, the thing that hurts me even more is the person doesn't even realise, she doesn't think she's done anything wrong. Anyway, I'm gone.